Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to continue our look at Pine Tar Baseball with the retro replay of Game 7 of the 1960 World Series. So let's see if it stands pat or will the Yankees forge a new path. Will Bill Mazeroski once again hit a walk-off home run? Jack Dawson's at the ballpark here in Pittsburgh, and he says, "Let's go Yankees." Check out that absolutely wonderful channel, Jack Dawson on YouTube. Lots of fun stuff there. So let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Pine Tar Baseball. We will be using the green die as the randomizer. Odd will go off the red die. Even will go off the blue die, and the white die is always the white die. On any plays to the plate, though, we'll only use the red and white die. Alrighty. For the New York Yankees, the series is tied at 6. Again, retro replay, Game 7. Leading off is Bobby Richardson. He'll be at second base, followed by the shortstop, Tony Kubek. He'll bat second. Batting third, the MVP of 1960, the right fielder for the Yankees, Roger Maris. The cleanup hitter is the Mickey Mantle. He's in center field. Yogi Berra will bat fifth. He's in left field. Bill Mazeroski will bat sixth, and he's at first base. Johnny Blanchard will do the catching. He has a horrific arm, but decent bat. And he will bat seventh. Clete Boyer will man the hot corner for the Yankees and bat eighth. Bob Turley's on the mound here in Game 7 for the Yankees, trying to deliver them another World Series. And he will bat ninth. Robbie Wartburg is at the ballpark. How you doing, Robbie? Check out his channel. And in Discord, he posts a lot of stuff in our Discord. Another fun member of our community. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, leading off and playing center field is Bill Verdon. Batting second, the shortstop and MVP of the National League in 1960, Dick Groat. Batting third in left field, Bob Skinner. Rocky Nelson is the cleanup hitter. He'll play first base. Roberto Clemente will bat fifth. He's in right field. Smokey Burgess will do the catching. Played his minor league baseball in Springfield, Massachusetts. And he will bat sixth. Batting seventh at third base, Don Hoke. And batting eighth, every Yankee fan's favorite second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. Batting ninth, towing the rubber for the Yankees, doing the pitching, Bob Turley. Here we go. Bobby Richardson to lead things off against Vern Law. Law is a right-handed thrower, so is Bob Turley. Law maximum innings pitched is 8, Turley 6. But again, it depends on how they're pitching. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. Game 7 on its way. A 5, so it's going to be the red, and it's an 11. So that will be a defense check. Right off the bat, that's a defense check. For the Pirates, let's see who the defender will be. And again, on this, I just roll the red and white. And that's going to be a 20. So it's going to be the right fielder. That's Roberto Clemente. And Clemente is a positive. He's going to make a diving catch. Just yeah, he is a positive. So he will rob Richardson of a hit. And that was a great play by Roberto Clemente and right. A diving catch going towards the line. One down. And here comes Tony Kubek. One out. The windup and the pitch from Law. 5, so it's going to be a 33 against a right-handed pitcher. 33 is a strikeout. So Law, not known for the strikeout, gets Kubek looking at the breaking pitch. And that is 2 down. Base is empty for Roger Maris, the 1960 MVP of the American League. Mantle on deck. Law rocks and deals to Roger Maris. That's a 5, so it's going to be an 18. An 18 off a right-handed pitcher is a single. And that is a single to left field. So Maris goes the other way. Inning stays alive. And here comes Mickey Mantle. Mantle, no slouch. Cleanup hitter, center fielder, switch hitter. Here's the pitch from Law to Mantle. 4, so that's going to be even. And that's going to be a 0-7. We go to the blue die, 0-7. That is a double. 0-7 is a double to center field. With 2 outs, Maris is a moderate runner. And it was an odd roll, but it's a double, so he's going to go second to third. So it's second and third. As Mantle doubles with 2 outs. The Yankees have something going here, and here's Yogi Berra. Can Berra give the Yankees an early lead here? They have Law on the ropes. Here's the pitch to Berra. A 5, so it's going to be the red die here, and that's going to end the inning. That's a 68. A 68 off a right-handed pitcher off the Berra card. Will be a ground ball to third. Hoke has it, throws to Rocky Nelson, and the side is retired. The Yankees strand 2, second and third. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Due up for the Pirates. Verdon, Grote, and Skinner to face Bob Turley. That was a big squander for the Yankees. Maris and Mantle get on, but Berra grounds out to third. So Bill Verdon will lead things off against Bob Turley. Again, Turley's a right-handed pitcher. Vern Law, home, is a B pitcher the first 2 times through the order. Then he becomes a D pitcher. Bob Turley on the road is an A pitcher the first 2 times through the order. Then he becomes a G pitcher. Turley has automatic walks on 55 and 77, so he has control issues. Here's the pitch to Bill Verdon from Bob Turley. A 1, so that's a 74. 74 is a fly ball to Maris, and right 1 away. I'll bring up the National League MVP, Dick Grote. Turley picks up the sign from Blanchard. He deals to Grote. 5, and that's a 0-0, folks. A 0-0 is a double, as Grote has no homers on against a right-handed pitcher. So that is a double, but we go 0-0. We go to the pitcher's card, and Turley is an A first 2 times through the lineup. So a double and an A is a walk. So it is not a double. Grote walks. So the pitcher takes that double away there. So Grote's at first with 1 out. Our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming is at the ballpark along with Sports Time Machine. Check out those wonderful channels. And also remember to check out Glory Days Boxing by our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. So it's Bob Skinner, 1 out, 1 on. Turley looking for the double play ball. He rocks and deals to Bob Skinner. That's a 1, so that's going to be a 20. A 20 is a single, but again, that goes to the pitcher's card. And a single and an A is another walk. So back-to-back walks. So it takes 2 hits away, but the runners are on. First and second, Turley having control issues, but if you're a Yankee fan, I guess you'll take those walks. And here comes Rocky Nelson, the first baseman and cleanup hitter. Again, they're looking for a double play ball to get out of this mess. Blanchard goes out to have a word with Turley. Now back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. The pitch to Rocky Nelson, a 2, and that ones, it doesn't matter. It's ones across the board. That is an 11. That's going to be a defense check. So let's see who the defender is. When we do the defense check, I'm just rolling the red and white die. 44. So the defender for the Yankees will be the center fielder, Mickey Mantle, and he is not bueno. Mantle is a negative, and that's going to drop in for a base hit, as he will not make the play. So the 11, we'll go back to the card. I guess we just go back to the card, and 11 is a single to center. Mantle, we can try to score here. Mantle has a weak arm. So Nelson singles. Grote is going to be waved around, trying to score from second, and Mantle has a weak arm. Again, I'm just going to roll the red and white. And a weak arm. He throws him out 0 through 5. Oh my God, it's a 6. He almost got him. It's a close play at the plate. Mantle put a good charge on it, but Grote slides in safely. 1-0 Pirates as Blanchard applies the tag. So it's first and second. Skinner is a moderate runner. It was an odd roll. He only goes 1 base. So it's first and second, 1 out, 1-0. Grote scores. Mantle put on a good charge, a quick, accurate throw. But Grote just got in there. Rocky Nelson knocks in the first run of Game 7 of the 1960 World Series Retro Replay. Here comes Roberto Clemente. The pitch to the great one. And Turley throws up a 76 because it's green die is odd. That's going to be an out. 76 will be a fly ball. A fly ball to center field. Mantle will make the catch. Holding will be Skinner. It's only a 0 through 25 chance of him actually advancing. 77, 88, and 99, he'll be thrown out. Anything else he'll hold, but I don't even want to take that chance. So Clemente is out. There's 2 down. Skinner at second, Nelson at first. Here comes Smokey Burgess, the former Springfield Cub in the minor leagues. Smokey Burgess, one of the greatest pinch hitters of all time. The pitch to Smokey Burgess. Turley tosses up a 29. And a 29 is a walk. But Turley is an A pitcher. And with first base occupied, an A plus A or B pitcher, it's 2 balls, no strikes. If it happens again, it will be a walk. So a 2-0 count to Smokey Burgess. The windup and the pitch from Turley as we move the score sheet. And that's a 6, so it's going to be even. That's a 5. The blue die, excuse me, that's going to be 58, and that's going to end the inning. As it's a ground ball back to Turley. He snares it, throws to first, and the side is retired, but the Pirates do get 1. And they lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. So the Pirates take the lead. Will they repeat history? Gorilla Family is at the ballpark. Check out that nice channel. I just subbed Gorilla Family today. All right, due up for the Yankees, Bill Mazeroski, Johnny Blanchard, and Clete Boyer to face Vernon Law. Can he continue to lay the law down? The pitch to the Moose. 5, so that's going to be a 90. And that will be out number 1. That's a fly out to center field. And Verdon. So Skowron flies out to center. 1 down. That's not right. Hold on. We just messed up the batting order here. It's going to be Hoke. I did it the wrong way. So it's Vernon, Grote, Skinner. Vernon, Grote, Skinner, Nelson, Clemente, Burgess. There we go. There we go. All right. Fixed it. 1 out, no one on for the catcher, Johnny Doc Blanchard. Here's the pitch to Blanchard. A 1, so we go off the red die. That's a 48. And a 48 is a ground ball to first. Rocky Nelson has it. Tosses to Law. 2 down. 3-1 if you're scoring at home. And that here comes Clete Boyer, the Yankee third baseman. Burgess sets a target to pitch to Boyer. A 4, so we go blue die. That's a 0-0 for Clete Boyer. But that's not going to be... Oh, it's a B. 0-0. We'll go to a pitcher's check. Let's see what it is. A home run normally and a B. It's going to be a double. So Clete Boyer hits the wall, and it's a 2-out double. The B takes the homer away. And now Bob Turley can try to tie the ball game up here. Bobby Richardson on deck. Can he help his own cause? 1-0 Pirates, 2 outs top of the second, tying run. Clete Boyer at second. He's a moderate runner. Here's the pitch from Law to his counterpart, Bob Turley. A 5. So that's going to be a 0-5. Bob Turley on the 0-5 is a single. But Law is a B, so a single and a B is a walk. So he walks Turley. Didn't want to do that, but the single might have scored the tying run there. So he pitches way too carefully, but it works out. So Turley is at first. Boyer's at second. Here comes Bobby Richardson. Here come the Yankees trying to tie it up in the top of the second. Roger Ward, how you doing, my friend? The pitch to Bobby Richardson, Yankees second baseman. A 3, and that's going to be a 20. 20 off the Richardson card. Another possible single, but we already know that a single and a B pitcher is another walk. So the bases are juiced. The walk rule to me doesn't take effect like it does with the other thing because we're already using the pitcher modification. So it's a walk. And the bases are juiced now with 2 outs. Remember, the Yankees had second and third with 2 outs but couldn't capitalize in the top of the first. Can they capitalize now? So Boyer's at third, Turley's at second, and Richardson is at first. And here comes a shortstop, Tony Kubek. Let's see what Kubek can do here. Kubek struck out his first time up. The pitch to TK, Tony Kubek. A 1, a 0-7, and a 0-7 is a double. And there's no stopping that. So the Yankees will take the lead here. Boyer trots in from third. Turley scores from second. The walks come back to haunt. Do we want to waive 2 outs? Richardson is a fast runner. It is a 0-7 odd. He takes 2 bases and a double, so he would have been second and third anyway. So he'll hold. On a double, can we waive him? Runner scores from first on a double or second on a single. Yeah, he holds at third. So the Kubek double puts the Yankees out in front 2-1. And just like that, the Pirates lose the lead. Oh, Richardson's at third. Turley scored. And here comes Roger Maris. Maris singled and was stranded at third. Now it's Law's turn to be on the ropes. Here's the pitch, the American League MVP of 1960, Roger Maris, a 5, so that's going to be a red. It's an 84 that will end the inning as he flies out to center field. And Bill Verdon. But the Yankees score 2, and they take the lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Pirates, Hoke, Mazeroski, and Law. So Tony Kubek goes out to his shortstop position, to the jeers of the Pirates fans. And here comes Bob Turley. He now has a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the second. He'll face Don Hoke, the Pirates' third baseman. Blanchard sets a target. Here's the pitch from Turley to Hoke. A 2, so it's going to be the blue die. It's a 37. And that will be an error check. 37. And now, again, we'll just roll the red and white die to see the defender. 56. Shortstop. So Kubek, his error rating is an E4. And we already have the 3, so he makes the error. Actually, I should re-roll that. I'm going to re-roll that. I should have rolled all 3 dice. I'll do that. It's a 0. He still makes the error. So Kubek knocks in the 2 runs, and now he boots the ball on the Hoke ground ball. It's 56. 1 base error. It's an E6. Hoke's on first. The tying run. So Tony Kubek giveth, and now he taketh away. Here comes Bill Mazeroski, everyone's favorite second baseman if you're a Yankee fan. Bill Mazeroski's to the Yankee fans what Bucky Dent is to the Red Sox fans. Here's the pitch to the Maz. That's a leaner re-roll. A 3, so that's going to be a 72. 72 will be a fly ball to Maris in right field. Hoke retreats back to first. So 1 out. Hoke at first. And here comes the pitcher, Vern Law. Turley deals quickly to his counterpart. 6, so it's going to be a blue. 31. And that's a strikeout. So he strikes out Law, 2 away. Top of the order for Bill Verdon. Verdon flew out to right. The windup and the pitch from Turley to Verdon. A 2, so that's going to be a 75. That will end the inning, as that is a fly ball to Maris. And the side is retired. The error does not hurt. Second time Verdon has flown out to Maris. We go to the top of the third. 2-1 Yankees are in our Game 7 1960 World Series Retro replay using Pine Tar Baseball, which I am enjoying immensely. Again, I'm not an expert. I will make mistakes, but I did pick up after a few comments and talking to Kurt Berglund. And I wasn't exactly sure how to use the green die. I was only using it for certain things, but it's a randomizer. Due up for the Yankees here in the top of the third. Mantle, Berra, and Scarron. Here's the pitch to Mickey Mantle. God damn it, Al. The pitch to Mantle. He doubled his first time up. A 1, so that'll be a red die. That's a 24. A 24 is a walk. So Mantle walks. On base twice now. 2-1 Yankees. Here's Yogi Berra grounded to third. Law and the Pirates hoping for a double play ball. The pitch to Yogi Berra. Law fires in a 28. A 28 is another base on balls, but with first base occupied. I messed that up the other time. But anyway, it still worked out. Okay, it's anytime first base is occupied. I think I did it without first base. Well, first was occupied, I think. So that is a 28 base on balls to Berra. Law, though, at home is a B pitcher, so it's 2 balls. Again, A plus, A, and B. 2 balls, no strikes. Mantle at first. The windup and the pitch by Law. A 3. It's going to be a 0-4. And that's going to be a double. So Berra doubles. 0-4 be a double to left field. So it goes down the line. Mantle will go first to third. Even number. 2 bases. It's a double. You go 2 bases anyway. So it's second and third, no outs. Yogi Berra is now 1 for 2. Now bring up the Moose, Bill Mazeroski. He flew out to Verdon in center field. Second and third, 2-1 Yankees. Yankees hoping to add to the lead. Here's the pitch to the Moose. That's a 1. That's going to be a 90. And a 90 is a fly ball to center field. Verdon will make the catch. Mantle's at third. Ball to center field is a 70. So he scores 70 and under. If it's above a 70 and not a 77, 88, or 99, he holds. Mantle's going to try to tag. It's a 0-0. He scores easily. So it's 3-1 Yankees. As Skowron will get an RBI on the sac fly. And it's 3-1. Berra held at second. 1 out. And here comes Johnny Blanchard. He's doing the catching here in Game 7. Blanchard grounded out to first. Berra takes a slight lead. Law rocks and deals to Johnny Doc Blanchard. It's a 2, so that's a 97. And a 97 is going to be a fly ball to left. Berra will hold at second. Making the catch in left field is Skinner. So there's 2 down. Danny N. Gray's Cards and Toys, another wonderful channel. Check that channel out. And it's Cleet Boyer now, 3-1 Yankees, 2 outs. Berra will be off on contact. The pitch to Boyer, a 3, so that's going to be a 0-4. A 0-4, and that's a double for Cleet Boyer. His second double. Berra scores from second. Let me see. First on a double. Second on a single. Okay. Yep, Berra scores. It's 4-1 Yankees. When the Yankees won their games in reality in 1960 in the World Series, they crushed the Pirates. And it looks like that trend is holding here in our retro replay of Game 7. So 4-0 Yankees. They've put 2 on in the top of the second. Now 2 on in the top of the third. Boyer stands at second. 2 outs. And here comes Bob Turley. He walked his first time up. The pitch to Bob Turley. A 3, so that's going to be an 84. That will end the inning. As Turley makes contact, shallow fly ball to center. Verdon comes in, makes the catch. But that's out number 3. The Yankees plate 2 more. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 4-1 Yankees. Tabletop Sports Delaware. Our good friend Chris is at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? He's been putting up some chess videos. Check those out. Pirates got to get their bats going here. Chris is a big Pirates fan. Again, we're using Pine Tar Baseball. I do like this game. So it's going to be Grote, Skinner, and Nelson to face Bob Turley. Yankees with a 4-1 lead. Grote walked and scored the only Pirate run. Nelson had the RBI. There we go. Here's the pitch to Grote, National League MVP. That's a 1, so it's going to be an 81. 81 off the Grote card is a fly ball to Mantle in center. 1 down. Now bring up Bob Skinner. Skinner also walked. The windup and the pitch from Turley. A 6, that's going to be a 93. A 93 will be a fly ball to Yogi Berra in left, 2 away. So Turley has been on point so far. And here's Rocky Nelson. He's knocked in the only run for the Pirates. Our good friend Tabletop Sports Delaware says, Mazeroski just stopped in for a quick say hi. On my way to bed, guys. I feel old. At least 50 today. Love you all. Have a great night. Well, thank you very much, our good friend Chris from Tabletop Sports Delaware. Best wishes to you too, my friend. God bless. Here's the pitch to Rocky Nelson. 2 outs, no one on. A 6, so that's going to be a 35. A 35 off the Nelson card is a walk, and it stays a walk because it's a walk. And first base is not occupied. Pitching check does not come into play because it's a walk. Had first base been occupied, and it's only the second time through the order, Turley, we would have called it 2 balls. So Nelson keeps the inning alive for Roberto Clemente. A tough at-bat. He draws the walk. Clemente flew out to Mantle. Here's the pitch of the great one, Roberto Clemente. A 5, and that's going to be a 16. A 16 is a single by the great one to left. So Roberto Clemente singles to left. Rocky Nelson will go station to station. So it's first and second with 2 outs. Here come the Pirates. They trail by 3, 4-1. Bottom of the third. Yankees in the lead. Game 7. Smokey Burgess. Here's the pitch to Smokey. 2 outs, 2 on. A 5. It's going to be a 12. And that's a single. So Smokey Burgess singles. The 12 is to right field. And remember, Nelson's a moderate runner. The walk could come back to haunt. That is an even number. So a single, someone trying to score from second, and it went to center field. No, I'm sorry, it went to right field. Maris has an average arm. So 0 through 10, he can throw out Nelson. He doesn't. That's an 89. Nelson scores. Pirates cut the lead in half. It's now 4-2. Clemente is a fast runner. It was an even number. So Clemente, let's see how he advanced on that. He goes 2 bases, so he's at third. So it's first and third, 4-2, 2 outs. Smokey Burgess knocks in a run. And I'll bring up Don Hoke. Tiny Bubbles. Hoke reached on a Kubek error. Mazeroski on deck, 2 outs, 2 on. First and third, 4-2 Yankees. The windup and the pitch from Turley to Hoke, 1, and that's going to be a 13. And that's a single. Clemente scores from third. It's now 4-3. It's living up to Game 6. RBI for Hoke. Burgess is a slow runner. He'll go to second, so it's station to station. Back-to-back RBI singles, and the Pirates pulled it within 1. And here comes Bill Mazeroski. He flew out to Roger Maris. So Turley not able to hold the lead. Well, he still has the lead, but it's sliding away, as Paul Simons would say. Here's the pitch to Mazeroski. Turley tosses up a 91, and that will end the inning. 6, we go to the blue die. Oh, what am I saying? What am I saying? That's a 19. Read the blue die first. A 19 is another single. Holy poop. That's a single. Burgess is a slow runner, so he goes station to station. The bases are juiced for the pitcher, Vern Law. 4-3 Yankees, as they're looking to give up the lead here. They don't want to. Blanchard goes out to have a word with Turley. Clete Boyer and Bill Mazeroski join him on the mound. Players back to their positions. Can Vern Law help his own cause? He struck out against Turley. Here's the pitch to Vern Law. Bases juiced, no place to put him. And it's going to be a 5-5. We have 5s across the board. So it's going to be a red 5. It's a 55. And that's ball 4. That's an automatic walk off the Turley card. And there's no modification for that because that's an automatic walk, folks. That's the way I read that. That's why it's on his card. And we have a tie ball game as Smokey Burgess comes trotting in. He just walked the pitcher. Ugh, that drives me nuts. Base is still juiced as Hoke advances to third, Mazeroski to second, and Vern Law picks up an RBI. He didn't swing at the poop. He let Bob Turley hang himself, and he sure did. He gave him plenty of rope, and he hung himself good. That will bring up Bill Verdon. 2 outs, and this is a third time through the order for Turley now. He goes from an A to a G. The Yankees have their bullpen going. Bill Stafford is up. Here's the pitch to Bill Verdon, who's flown out twice to Roger Maris. A 4, so it's going to be the blue die. And that is a 47. A 47 is a ground ball to first. Skowron has it, waves off Turley, takes it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. But the Pirates plate 3. We go to the top of the 4th, knotted at 4. I don't think Bob Turley is long for this game. Due up for the Yankees in this 4-4 tie, top of the 4th. Top of the order, Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. The Pirates have some bullpen action. They have their closer up. Roy Face. Bobby Richardson was robbed on a diving catch by Clemente in right and walk. Here's the pitch to the Yankee second baseman. Law deals Richardson a 0-5. The hot rolls continue. And a 0-5 is a possible single. This is the third time through the lineup. And Law goes from a B to a D. And it's a pitcher's check on a 0-5. So a single and a D. There is no D on the chart, so it's a single. That's the way I interpret that. There's a G. Oh, C through E. Excuse me. It's a double. So it turns into a double. So Richardson. Yep, a single C through E is a double. So Richardson doubles to lead things off. And here come the Yankees in this 4-4 game. Law's not long for this game. Roy Face continues to warm. Todd B's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Here's Tony Kubek. He has struck out and doubled in 2 runs. The pitch to TK, Tony Kubek. That's a 5, and that's going to be a 61. 61. Ground ball to short. So a ground ball to short, no runner on first. Runner holds as Kubek is thrown out by his counterpart, Dick Groat. So 1 out. Go-ahead run still at second and Bobby Richardson. And here's Roger Maris. Maris has singled and flown to center. Richardson takes his lead. Law peeks over his shoulder. Now looks in at the plate. Gets the sign from Smokey Burgess. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris. A 3, so that's going to be a 70. Ground ball to third. And a 70. Ground ball to third. And a 0. Lead runner is out. Wow! So Richardson, ground ball to third, a 0. Lead runner, I probably did that with the same, you know what, he should have been out prior because the shortstop is a 0-2. I interpreted that wrong. Yeah, lead runner out. So Richardson gets a little too excited there and runs into it. Wow, horrible base running by Richardson. So a fielder's choice as Richardson gets in a pickle and is tagged out. 5-6. Out. 5-6. I'm going to call it a pickle. So Richardson is out. Maris is at first. And here comes Mickey Mantle. Boy, did Law need that in the worst way. Here's the pitch to the Mick. He has doubled, walked, and scored. A 2, so it's going to be the blue die, and it's a 53. A 53, swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. And the side is retired. The Yankees threaten but run themselves out of an inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still tied at 4. Game 6, 1960. Retro replay of the World Series using pine tar baseball. Philip Reynolds is at the ballpark. Check out his wonderful channel. Due up in the bottom of the 4th for the Pirates. Groat, Skinner, and Nelson. Bob Turley, 3rd time through the lineup. He becomes a G pitcher, and we've seen enough of Bob Turley. We're going to go to Bill Stafford. He'll be a B pitcher. So Turley is done after 3 horrific innings. And it will be Stafford now, who actually did come in the game. We've got the only players I don't have for the Yankees are DeMastri and Long. I don't have them, so can't put them in the game. They're fielders anyway. So Stafford comes in the game here in the bottom of the 4th. And he's a B pitcher for 1 inning in relief. Or 2 times through, so but he can pitch probably 3 innings if he's on. So it's going to be Stafford. And he'll face Dick Groat. Here's the pitch to Dick Groat. 0 for 1. He's walked and scored and also flown out to Mantle in center. That's a 5, so that's going to be a 78. And Stafford's a righty, so a 78 is a fly out to center. Mantle makes the catch once again. 1 down. Bob Skinner, the left fielder, comes to the plate. He's also walked and flown out. Stafford's ready to work. He deals to Bob Skinner. That's a 4, so it's going to be a 43. And a 43 is a strikeout. So Skinner goes down swinging. That's 2 away. And here's Rocky Nelson. Nelson knocked in the first Pirates run. Let's see what he can do here. Stafford picks up the sign. Blanchard sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Rocky Nelson. That's a 4, so it's going to be a 52. And a 52 is a ground ball to second base. Richardson throws to Skowron, and a 1-2-3 inning. So Stafford comes in, gets a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 5th, knotted at 4. Good quick inning for Stafford. Vern Law. Will we stick with Law? That's the question. Roy Face can go 2 innings. Again, he came in the actual game. It's 4-4. Law is a D pitcher, and you saw that was a double. That single turned into a double, but the horrific base running of Richardson cost the Yankees. It'll be Berra, Skowron, and Blanchard, and we will go with what they did. I've decided we will go to Roy Face. He's good for 2 innings. Again, probably get 3 or 4 out of him. At home, he's an A-plus pitcher. And that's what they did in real life. They went with Roy Face. So Law goes 4 innings. Neither starter will be involved with the decision. Here's the pitch to Yogi Berra. Berra has grounded to third, doubled and scored. Roy Face fires up a 29. A 29 off the Berra card is a walk. And since first base is not occupied, it is a walk. So Berra, the go-ahead run at first, he's a moderate base runner. That brings up the Moose, Bill Moose Skowron. He's flown out to center twice, once for a sac fly and a ribby. Pirates hoping for a double play ball as Mazeroski and Grote pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to the Moose, Bill Skowron. That's a 4, so that's a 36. And that's going to be an error check. A range play error check. 36. We have to re-roll. The red and white die will determine the field, or the blue die will determine whether the error. And it's not going to be an error, that's for sure. That's a 64. A 64 is a play to Kubek, the shortstop. We rolled an 8. He is not that horrific of a fielder. So a 64. We rolled an 8. He'll make the play. The ball's hit to short. First base is occupied. Fielder's choice. And it looks to me they get the lead runner because it's an R3H 4. Ball hit to short. I'm going to say they get the lead runner there. Berra is out. Skowron reaches on the fielder's choice as they cannot turn a double play because the other 2 are base runners advance, and that's not a base runner advance, and you can't hold runners on first, so Berra is out. Fielder's choice 6-3. So Skowron. Oh, that was Grote. But again, he's a 5 defender. We rolled an 8, so he makes a play as Grote throws to Mazeroski for the force out. Skowron's at first, 1 out, and here comes Johnny Doc Blanchard. Here's the pitch from Face to the Doc. It's a 6, so that's going to be a 64. A 64 is a ground ball to short. And ground ball to short. Again, they get the lead runner. But Blanchard beats out the double play ball, so he's out. They still can't turn 2. Blanchard's at first on the fielder's choice, 6-3. 6-4, excuse me. So Blanchard at first, and here's Clete Boyer. Boyer is 2 for 2. He has 2 doubles, scored a run and a ribby. The windup and the pitch from Roy Face to Clete Boyer. That's a 1, and that's an 11. And 11. An 11 would normally be a single, but a chance for the Pirates to rob a hit here. Blanchard's at first, and 11 goes to a defense. And again, we're just going to roll the red and white die. See who the defender is. And if they're a positive fielder, they've just robbed Clete Boyer of a hit. That's a 10. First baseman for the Pirates. That's Rocky Nelson. Nelson's neutral. So that will be a single. That was an 11, so that will be a single to right. Blanchard is a moderate runner. It's odd. He goes station to station, so it's first and second. 2 outs. And it's Bill Stafford. Will they take Stafford out? I think they will. They're going to go pinch hitter. And again, I don't have Long. He pinched hit, and so did Hector Lopez. Gil McDougall pinch ran, so I decided I'll be able to use him as a pinch hitter. Hector Lopez actually batted .284, so Hector Lopez, he's more dangerous against righties. He gets on lefties, 0 through 40. What's McDougall get on? 0 through 32. So we're going to use McDougall, who actually pinch ran, but we're going to use McDougall as a pinch hitter, as he's 0 through 32. So McDougall is going to pinch hit for Stafford, who never really came up. He just pitched his 1 inning. Here's McDougall. He will pinch hit. So McDougall will pinch hit. Richardson on deck. 2 outs, first and second. The pitch from Roy Face to Gil McDougall, a 5. It's going to be a 74, and that's going to end the inning. 74 is a fly out to Bill Verdon in center. The Yankees threaten again, but do not score. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still knotted at 4. So McDougall's day is done. Stafford's day is done. Bobby Shantz will come in. He's the closer. That's how they went. That's how we'll do it. Stafford pitched 1 inning. Here comes Bobby Shantz. And actually, we're going to change the color again. So it's Bobby Shantz here in the top of the 5th. In the bottom of the 5th, excuse me. Due up for the Pirates, Clemente, Burgess, and Hoke. To face the 3rd Yankee pitcher, Bobby Shantz. He shan't let them score, he's hoping. Here's the pitcher, Roberto Clemente. He's flown to center, singled, and scored. That's a 6, so that's going to be an 89. That will be an out. Shantz is a lefty. 89 is still an out. And that's a fly out to Mantle in center. 1 down. W. Vogs, how you doing, buddy? You got to stop asking me that. I've been through a lot. My God. Relax, Chief. Here comes Smokey Burgess. Burgess 1 for 2, a single and a ribby, and scored a run. The pitch to the Pirate catcher. is a 4. That's going to be a 0-7 to Smokey Burgess, and that's a single. So Smokey Burgess singles to center. Dave Gardner, let's go Pirates. How you doing, Uncle Dave? And here's Don Hoke. Hoke's 1 for 2 with a ribby. 1 out, 1 on. Chance hoping for the double play ball. He rocks and deals. W Vogs, when you come to my chat or anyone's, just enjoy the whatever's going on and enjoy the chat, and you don't have to be the center of attention, my friend. So, okay? If you can deal with that, that's perfectly fine. If not, that's fine too. But it becomes a little annoying, my friend. Okay? So that's a 3. So that's a 65. 65. Ground ball to third. Possible double play ball here. 65. They'll get the lead runner. Again, that's the way I'm interpreting that because it's not a double play ball. A 0, 1, or 2 would be a double play ball. 3 through 5 is an R3H. You can't hold on that. I don't know what that means, really. And the other ones are base runner advances. So there's 2 outs as that goes 5 to 4 on the fielder's choice. Then stop, W Vog. Seriously, you don't have to constantly reply. It's really you please stop. Thank you. Enjoy the chat. Talk about what's going on in your channel or something. That brings up Bill Mazeroski. I come on here to try to relax. Okay, my friend? I'm very close to just banning you because you're starting to really annoy me. Here's the pitch to Bill Mazeroski. That's a 6, so that's going to be a 58. 58, ground ball to short. That will end the inning. As Kubek throws to Skowron. And the Pirates are retired. We go to the top of the 6th. Knotted at 4. As Shantz closes the door. And Face is still out there. And he's going to face the top of the order, Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. A 3, so that's going to be a 24 to Bobby Richardson. Face is a righty. 24 is a walk. No one's at first, so that will be a walk. Go ahead run on base. Richardson is a fast runner. And here's Tony Kubek. Kubek's doubled in 2 runs. He's 1 for 3. He's also struck out. The windup and the pitch from Face to Kubek. That's a 5. That's going to be a 43. A 43 is a ground ball to first. And the only play is to first. Richardson advances to second. So 3 unassisted. As Rocky Nelson thought about it, but took the sure out. So Rich, that acts like a sacrifice there. And here comes Roger Maris. Maris is singled, flown to center, and reached on a fielder's choice. 4-4 ball game. Go ahead run at second in Bobby Richardson. Face takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He deals to Roger Maris. That's a 3, so that's going to be a 0-7. And a 0-7. Maris has just jacked that ball high fly deep and gone. Bippity boppity boom. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. He has just hit a 2-run homer off the Pirates closer, Roy Face. And the Yankees take a 6-4 lead. Scoring ahead of him is Bobby Richardson. And the Yankees lead 6-4 in the Maris homer. And a stunned crowd here in Pittsburgh. And here comes Mickey Mantle hoping to go back-to-back jacks. Pirates get their pen up again. It's Bob Friend continues to warm. Here's the pitch to the Mick. A 1, and that's going to be a 10. Oh, boy. A 10. Possible single. A+. So a single and an A+ is a strikeout. The single is taken away by a strikeout. Second time Mantle struck out. So there's 2 outs now. Bases empty, 6-4 Yankees. Here's Yogi Berra. The pitch to Berra. A 3, and that's an 80. That's going to end the inning as he flies out to Bill Verdon in the center. But the Yankees take the lead on the 2-run homer by Roger Maris. It's now 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. So Bobby Shantz now has the lead. He's the pitcher of record. Face will be pinched hit for. And the pinch hitter will be... Got Friend, Haddix as a pitcher. We have Gino Samoli, 267. Against lefties, 0-30. 0-30. Smith the catcher, 0-37. So we're going to go with Hal Smith instead. He came in to actually just catch after Burgess was pinch run for, but he's going to pinch hit. 295 batting average against lefties. He's 0-37 to get on base. So it will be Hal Smith to pinch hit for Roy Face. So Smith will pinch hit. Here's the pitch from Bobby Shantz to Hal Smith. 1. So that's going to be a 34. And that will be a walk. So our maneuvering works. The Pirates get their lead runner on. As a pinch hitter, Smith walks. And now bring up the top of the order, Bill Verdon. He's 0-3. Can he go bippity-boppity-boom? Actually, he doesn't have any homers off left-handed pitching. He awaits the Shantz offering. Here's the pitch to Bill Verdon. That's a 5, so that's going to be an 18. An 18 is a walk, except Shantz is a B pitcher. The first 2 times through the rotation actually stays a B pitcher. So it is not a walk, it's 2 balls. 2 balls, no strikes. Hal Smith takes a slight lead at first. He's a slow runner. Here's the pitch once again to Bill Vernon, homeward bound. A 3, and that's going to be a 63. And a 63 is going to be a double play ball, as that's a hard hit ball to Kubek. And that's going to go 6-4 to 3, and that erases Smith off the base path. So it's 6-4 to 3. 2 outs. So Smith's, well, he's not done yet. They somehow bat around. And here comes the National League MVP, Dick Groat. Groat is 0 for 2. He's walked and scored, flown out twice to Mantle. Chance rocks and deals to Dick Groat, a 2. So that's going to be a 12. And a 12 is a single. So Groat singles to right. That double play ball surely hurts now. So Groat singles to right, and here comes Bob Skinner. 2 outs. Groat at first. Can't steal a base, so forget that. Skinner is 0 for 2. He's walked, flown to left, and struck out. Chance picks up the sign from Blanchard. He rocks and deals to Bob Skinner. That's a 6, so it's going to be a 49, and that should end the inning. 49, ground ball to first, and the side is retired. As Skowron tosses to Chance, covering the bag. Groat's left at first. We go to the top of the 7th, 6-4 Yankees. Smith is out. And Groat's that. Skinner's that. Roy Face is out. He pitched 2 innings. And here comes Bob Friend. Friend was a starter, but he came in Game 7. I'm going to say we can give him 2 innings, and he's an A. So here comes Bob Friend. Here in the top of the 7th, 6-4 Yankees, and he's going to face Skowron, Blanchard, and Boyer. Friend has no relief rating, so I'm going to say 3 innings. It will be his maximum. And again, second time through, he's an A pitcher for whatever. He's A and A away and home. So he's an A pitcher all the way through. Here's Bill Moose Skowron. Skowron is 0 for 3, but has a sac fly for a ribby. Here's the pitch to the Moose, a 1. And that's going to be a 0-6. Friend's a righty. 0-6 is a double. So a double to left field as that finds the gap. And here come the Yankees again. The Pirates getting that rainy day feeling. So Skowron's at second. Here's Johnny Doc Blanchard. The pitch to Blanchard. A 2, and that's going to be a 38. And a 38 is a strikeout. Big strikeout there by Bob Friend. 1 out. Skowron still at second. 6-4 Yankees. Here's Clete Boyer. Boyer's 3 for 3. He's doubled twice, scored, knocked in a run and single. The pitch to the Yankee who mans the hot corner, Clete Boyer. A 4, and that's a 77. A 77 is an automatic strikeout. That's 2 down off the Friend card. Todd B asks, what do I like about the game? It just plays different, and I understand it, so I like it. There's some... It's a fun game. I like it. I wouldn't be playing it. I've played some games offline. I'm getting more of the hang of it. It's just a different way to play. I like Strat. I like playing Strat too. It's just I also picked up Inside Pitch, the sample game for $7, and Deep Drive Baseball, the sample game for $1. I'll be checking those out too. All right, so now Bobby Shantz. Do we want Shantz to hit with a 2-run lead? I think we say yes. I think we have Bobby Shantz hit. 2-run lead. He's the closer. He can go 2 innings. He's gone 2 innings, but he'll stay a B. He's pitching well. I think we can give him 1 more inning. With the lead, we're going to let Bobby Shantz hits. He gets on base with 2 outs. There's a guy on second, though. There's a guy on second. And I think... there's a guy on second, 2 outs. We probably want to knock this run in. We have Coates and Terry. Lopez. We're going to use Lopez. Kind of... Haddix is a lefty, though. Man, Lopez. I like to save Lopez. But... You know what? We're going to save Lopez, and because I don't have those two other players, I'm going to pick a different player. We're going to go with Bob Serve. Bob Serve will pinch hit. He didn't actually play in the game. I don't know if he was eligible, but we're going to use him. Bob Serve will pinch hit for Bobby Shantz. So it's going to be Serve to pinch hit. 2 outs, runner at second. Skowron is slow. They'll need they'll need a big hit here to score Skowron, or at least get it to Bobby Richardson. Here's the pitch from Bob Friend to Bob Serve. A battle of Bobs. That's a 3. It's going to be a 41, and that's a strikeout, and that ends the side. Big swing and a miss. So after the double, Friend strikes out Blanchard, Boyer, and the pinch hitter Serve. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still 6-4. Yankees. So Serve is out. And the new pitcher for the Yankees. Oh my God. Coates. I'll go in the same order they went, because Ralph Terry was a loser, but I'd rather go to Terry, to be honest with you. You know what? We're going to go to Terry instead. We're going to play it slightly different. So Bob Terry will come in the game. And this is the 4th Yankee pitcher. We're going to go Terry before Coates. We're going to try to give the Yankees, or either team, the best chance of winning. So Shantz goes 2. Bottom of the 7th, and here comes Ralph Terry. And he's going to face Rocky Nelson, Roberto Clemente, and Smokey Burgess. Here's the pitch to Rocky Nelson. That's a 1, and it's a 0-2. That would be a homer. A 0-2. Is that anything? No, that's a homer. Rocky Nelson has just crushed a Ralph Terry offering, as that's not a pitcher's check. And the Pirates have pulled to within 1 on the Rocky Nelson blast. That's a bippity-boppity boom to the moon, Alice. 0-2 off a right-handed pitcher. That is a homer. So Rocky Nelson goes yard, picks up his 2nd RBI and 2nd run scored. So Ralph Terry does not spell relief, as he did not in the real game. And let's do this here. Blanchard. Let's get the Yankee thing in order. Boyer. Okay. So it's now 6-5. Here's the pitcher, Roberto Clemente. Can he tie it up? He needs a 0-0 or a 0-1. He really needs a 0-1. That's a 6. It's going to be an 84. That will be an out as he flies out to Mantle. 3rd time he's flying out to Mickey Mantle. He's 1 for 4 now with a run scored. 6-5 Pirates. Yankees. Smokey Burgess with 1 out, bottom of the 7th. The pitch to the Pirate catcher. That's a 2, so that's going to be a 37. A 37 is going to be an error check. We're just going to roll the red, white, and blue. The red and white will determine the fielder. The blue, if it's an error. 29, and it's going to be an error. 29. That ball is hit to the second baseman, Richardson. Richardson is a 6, and that's a 1. So that's going to be an error, a one-base error. Burgess reaches on the E4. He's the tying run at first base with 1 out. So Ralph Terry not getting help from his infield there. Now I'll bring up Don Hoke. Hoke is 1 for 3. He reached on a Kubek error, singled in a run, and then reached on a fielder's choice. The pitch to Hoke, a 4, and that's going to be a 77. A 77 is not anything automatic off the pitcher card, so a 77 is a fly out to center and Mickey Mantle. That's 2 down. Burgess retreats back to first. And here comes Bill Mazeroski. Let's see if he can hit a homer off Ralph Terry, as he did to win the ball game in reality. The pitch to Bill Mazeroski. That's a 5, but that's not going to get it done. That's a 52. A 52 will be a ground ball to Kubek. Kubek fires to Scouring, and the side is retired. But the Pirates inch closer on the solo leadoff homer by Rocky Nelson. We go the top of the 8th. It is 6-5 Yankees. It's going to be Friend. Okay. So Bob Friend back up on the bump for the top of the 8th. Struck out 3 after the double in the top of the 7th. He's going to face Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. Yankees with a 1-run lead. Hello, Sean D. Hope all as well. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. Richardson 1 for 2. He's doubled. Walked twice and scored and flown to right. Robbed by Roberto Clemente on a diving catch in the corner. And that's a 6, so that's going to be an 86. Bobby Richardson will fly out to Verdon in center. One out. Here's Tony Kubek. The pitch to Tony Kubek. That's a 2. So that's going to be a 26. And Friend's a righty, so a 26 is a single, and that's a single to right field. So Kubek picks up his second hit. Big insurance run there. 6-5 Yankees here in the top of the 8th. And here's Roger Maris. He gave the Yankees the lead with a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. He's 2 for 4. The pitch to the American League MVP. That's a 5, and that's going to be a 30. And that's a walk. Friend is an A pitcher. First base is occupied, so that's 2 balls. 2-0. Here's the pitch to Maris again. That's a 1. And it's going to be an 88. An 88. Uh-oh. So we have to go to a, let's see, an 88. Negative defense table. An 88 would be a fly ball to center field. Bill Verdon is a positive. He makes the diving catch. Base runner. It doesn't say to re-roll. It just says 88. So you just go off. So the 88 would be to the outfield, and the 66 is obviously to the infield. And Verdon is a positive, so he makes the play. Had he not been a positive, it would have been a hit. So positive or neutral is a catch, and he's a positive. So Verdon makes the nice running catch. That's 2 down. Kubek retreats to first. Maris gave it a ride. Here comes Mickey Mantle. Mantle has doubled, walked, and scored and struck out twice. wants to stay away from the hat trick. Here's a pitch from Friend to the Mick. Mantle's dealt a 6. So that's going to be an 82. That's going to end the inning. An 82 is a fly ball out to right. Roberto Clemente pads his glove, makes the catch, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-5 Yankees. Bob Friend is done. He pitched his 2 innings. D. Scott Howard's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So the Pirates will have a new pitcher. Yankees clinging to a 6-5 lead. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Due up for the Pirates will be a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be Gino Cimoli. So Gino Cimoli will pinch hit for Bob Friend. Here in the bottom of the 8th. So Ralph Terry gave up the homer to Rocky Nelson. Let's see what he does to Gino Cimoli. Here's the pitch to Gino. That's a 1, and that's going to be a 68. Terry's a right-handed thrower. 68. Ground ball to third. Boyer's up with it. Throws to Skowron. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees 4 outs away from changing history. We go to the top of the order, and Bill Verdon. 6-5 Yankees. Bill Verdon is hitless. 2 flyouts, a ground out, and a double play. The pitch to the Pirate center fielder. 4. And that's going to be an 11. No, I'm sorry. Blue and white. That's going to be a 15. And that's a single. But let's go on a 15. We go to the pitcher's check. And Terry is a C. This might turn into something more than a single. A single against the C is a double. So Terry gives up the double, the tying run. He actually gets better the 3rd time through the order, but this is the 2nd time through the order still. So a 1-out double. The Pirates have the tying run at 2nd. 6-5 Yankees. Here's Dick Groat. The pitch to Groat, the National League MVP. That's a 1, and that's going to be a 98. That is an out. We already know that. Oh, no! This is a 98, so once again, this will be an error check. Ouch. A 98, so we're going to roll all 3 dice. The red and white will determine the fielder, the blue the error, if there's an error possibility. And there's going to be an error. So that is a 0-8. And that ball is hit back to the pitcher. And Terry... Holy cow, he is a 0. He is a 0. Ralph Terry is a 0 on the error. They needed that in the worst way. So that's a ball hit to Terry. Ball hit back to the pitcher. And we're going to go 0-8. So we're going to use the 8 here. And advancing to third as Terry knocks the ball down is Vernon. And that's the way I'm going to do it because it's the white die. So Vernon, wow. Terry with a 0 error. The only way to get an error would have been a 0, but we got a 1. So unbelievable. A hard shot. Bounces off Terry's glove. He goes to his right. He gets it, throws to Skowron, advancing to third is Verdon. Pirates have the tying run 90 feet away, but now there's 2 outs. And here comes Bob Skinner. Skinner is 0 for 3. He struck out, walked, flown to left, and grounded to first. Base hit ties the game at 6. Terry rocks and deals to Skinner. That's a 1. That's a 0 because it's 1 is going to be the red die, 0-7. And that's a double. And we have a tie ball game. Verdon scores from third. It's 6-6, folks. Bob Terry, just like in the regular game, chokes. A huge hit for Skinner, and we're knotted at 6. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And the Pirates fans erupt. So the go-ahead run is at second with 2 outs. And here comes Rocky Nelson, who homered off Ralph Terry. Can Terry get some revenge, or will the Rock KO Terry? Here's the pitch to Rocky Nelson. A 1. It's an 81. That's going to end the inning. As Nelson will fly deep to center. Mantle will make the catch. But the Pirates tie it up on the 2-out double by Bob Skinner. We go to the top of the 9th, knotted at 6. What a ball game. So Ralph Terry poops the bed, just like he did in real life. Top of the 9th, 6-6 ball game. Bob Friend's day is done. Do we go to... Well, we go to Harvey Haddix. That's the last pitcher they use. Yeah, it's going to be Harvey Haddix. He was a starter, but he came in. We went a little out of... I think we went out of order. We went to Friend first. 6-6. Here comes Harvey Haddix. He is a C pitcher, whether the first or third time through the order at home. So he stays a C, and we're going to give him 3 innings. So here comes Haddix, and we got to go back to red. This is our 5th pitcher, so we go back to the red pen. Haddix wants to keep it knotted at 6 and give the Pirates a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th. So here's Harvey Haddix. He's a left-hander thrower. And we saved Lopez for this situation. So it's going to be... Oh, poop. That's not right. I got to get rid of that. Wrong card. Haddix is here. And it's going to be the black pen. So it's Haddix. All right. He's going to face Berra, Scarron, Blanchard, Boyer. If anyone gets on, Hector Lopez. Though he might... Berra, 0 through 26. Do we go to Hector Lopez? Lopez gets on 0 through 44. Do we pinch hit Hector Lopez, who actually hit average-wise slightly better than Berra? You know what? Berra's coming out of the game. We're going to go Hector Lopez here. I know they didn't do that, but that's what we're doing. So it's Hector Lopez will come in to pinch hit for Yogi Berra. And he'll stay in to play left. So Lopez, and he's a moderate runner. E5. Has a better arm than Berra. He's neutral. And he's going to play left field. So a pinch hit for Yogi Berra. He gets on base against lefties 0 through 40. Here's the pitch to Hector Lopez. Ooh, green die is a 2. And that poops the bed. That's a 51. 51. Lopez will strike out. So Lopez strikes out against the left-handed throwing Haddix. So all that goes for naught as Lopez Ks. One down. Lopez will stay in to play left. Berra's out of the game. We went a little different there. Here, Bill Mazeroski, the pitch from Harvey Haddix. A 6. That's a 92. That's going to be out number 2. As that's a fly ball to Skinner in left. 2 down. So Haddix, 1 out away from taking it to the bottom 9th, knotted at 6. Here's Johnny Doc Blanchard. Blanchard hoping for a 0-0, a 0-1, or a 0-2. Possible homer. It's a 5. And that's going to be a 54. And he'll ground to the first baseman, Rocky Nelson, who tosses to Harvey Haddix, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Yankees in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th, knotted at 6. Pirates need to push 1 run across, and they will repeat history. Terry. Where do we go to Coates? Coates is actually a worse pitcher. Boy, and he has 2 automatic walks on his card. They're going to stick with Ralph Terry. As we went slightly out of order, hoping that Terry could hold the lead. He could not, just like in real life, he couldn't hold the lead. 6-6, it'll be Clemente, Burgess, and Hoke. Here's the pitcher, Roberto Clemente from Ralph Terry. That's a 1. That's a 94. And that will be a fly ball to left. And Hector Lopez makes the catch. 1 down. Here comes Smokey Burgess. Terry rocks and deals to Smokey Burgess. That's a 4. And that's going to be a 98. Error check. It's a 0-5 and a 1, so it's going to be an error. Oh, 0-5 is the pitcher. And again, it's the Ralph Terry's 0 error rating saves the day for the Yankees. And that's going to, he snares that ball, headed for center field, throws Burgess out at first. That goes 1-3. We're 1 out away from extra innings. My God, my Pine Tar games are all like this. Again, I'm playing the really good teams, and they're really close games, so it's a lot of fun. Here's Don Hoke, and if he gets on, Bill Mazeroski. You kind of want Don Hoke to get on, don't you? Here's the pitch to Hoke. That's a 1, and that is an 18. And Hoke singles. Don Hoke singles. And here comes Bill Mazeroski. The winning run is at first, and the moderate runner, Don Hoke. Mazeroski needs a 0-0, and it would still be a homer, or a 0-1. Here's the pitch of Mazeroski's 1 for 4. That's a 3, and he's not going to get it. It's a 67. And a 67 is a ground ball to Boyer. Boyer comes up firing to first, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 10th. Wow. Terry will continue to pitch, and so will Harvey Haddix. Actually, Terry will not continue to pitch because it's going to be Boyer and a pinch hitter. And we'll have to go with our own volition. We have no more pinch hitters. So here comes Clete Boyer to face Harvey Haddix. The pitch to Clete Boyer. A 4, so that's going to be a 0-3. And Clete Boyer just jacks this one long and deep, and the Yankees take the lead. The Yankees take the lead 7-6 on a Boyer blast. Boom to the moon goes Clete Boyer on the 0-3, 0-4 is a home run, and Haddix just served a gopher ball. So Clete Boyer homers, and the Yankees are now up 7-6, and with that, Terry will stay on the mound because he becomes a B pitcher the third time through the lineup. So Terry will hit for himself, and the Pittsburgh Pirates just got Bill Mazeroski by Clete Boyer. Here's the pitch to Terry. A 3, and that's going to be a 91, and that will be an out. As Terry makes contact, he flies out to left. So Terry stays in the game with the 1-run lead. Here, top of the order now, Bobby Richardson. The pitch from Haddix to Bobby Richardson. A 5, that's a 99. A 99 is a balk or a wild pitch, so doesn't matter on either. There's no one on, so we just re-roll. That's a 2, so that's going to be an 84. 84 is a fly ball to Verdon in center field. 2 down. Richardson has flown out to him twice. But the Yankees have the 1-run lead thanks to Clete Boyer. And here comes Tony Kubek. The pitch to TK, Tony Kubek. That's a 1. So it's going to be a 60. It's going to be a 62. Ground ball to third. And that will end the inning as Kubek grounds out. Who the heck's their third baseman? I've gone brain. Oh, Hoke. Grounds out to Hoke, 5-3. But the solo blast to lead off the bottom of 10th by Clete Boyer. And it's now 7-6 Yankees. Will the Yankees reverse history and win Game 7 on a homer by Clete Boyer? We shall see. Will Ralph Terry go from GOAT to hero? We shall see. Harvey Haddix served up the gopher ball. He will not hit. It will be Joe Christopher to pinch hit. So it's Christopher to pinch hit for Harvey Haddix. Pirates need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Ralph Terry in our game trying to make amends for what actually happened in 1960. Yankees with a 7-6 lead. Here's the pitch to Joe Christopher. A 5, and that's going to be a 20. And this is still the second time through the order, so he's still a C pitcher right now. When we go to Verdon, no, that's still the second time through the order for him, too. So he's a C. That's a 20. A 20 is a walk. Instead, it's a single. So it's a single. So Christopher singles. The pinch hit single. Tying run at first in Joe Christopher. The winning run at the plate in Bill Verdon. Here's the pitch to Verdon, the center fielder. That's a 2. That's a 73. A 73 will be a fly ball to right. Maris has it for out number 1. Yankees 2 outs away from winning the Retro Replay Game 7 1960 World Series. It's Dick Groat, the National League MVP. Groat has 1 hit in 4 at-bats. He's walked and scored, flown out twice to Mantle, and grounded to Terry, excuse me. Remember, Terry has that 0 error rating. Here's the pitch to Dick Groat. That is a 6. 76. Either way, it would have been an out. 36 is a strikeout. 76 is a fly out to Mantle. The Yankees 1 out away from reversing history and winning 7-6, and it's Bob Skinner. Skinner is 1 for 5. He's singled and scored and flown out all the other times. Terry bears down. Here's the pitch to Bob Skinner. That's a 3, and that's going to be a 21. And that is a single. So the Pirates stay alive. A single. 21. Christopher is a moderate runner. And that is odd. And he only takes one base. So he stops at second. He's the tying run. The winning run's at first, and Skinner. And here comes Rocky Nelson. If Nelson goes bye-bye birdie, the Pirates win on a walk-off homer. 2 outs. Moderate runner, Christopher, at second. He's the tying run. Skinner, a moderate runner, at first, the winning run. Rocky Nelson comes to the plate. Nelson is 2 for 4. He has singled in a run, walked and scored a run, grounded to second, had a solo blast in the 7th, and flown out in the 8th to center. This is it. Terry picks up the sign. The pitch to Rocky Nelson. That's a 6. That's a 2. That's a 0. Rocky Nelson has just singled. That is a 20. A 20 goes to center field. It's an even number. Single, even number, 2 bases. Mickey Mantle has to try to throw the tying run out at the plate. In Christopher. Mickey Mantle has a weak arm. Unbelievable, folks. How can you not love this game? Here it is. Mantle needs a 0 through 5. He doesn't get it. That's a 78. The Pirates have just tied the game. Ralph Terry poops himself again. We're knotted at 7 as they tie it up in the bottom of the 10th. And Skinner is a moderate runner. He goes 2 bases. So he goes first to third. Oh, shoot. That's not right. That's the wrong. That's get rid of that. That's wrong. Over here. Skinner goes first to third. Rocky Nelson has done it again. He's knocked in his 3rd run. We're tied at 7. The winning run 90 feet away. And here comes Roberto Clemente. And now Terry, 3rd time through the order, is a B pitcher. He was a B pitcher for Rocky Nelson. That didn't come into play, though. So Roberto Clemente. So it's 1st and 3rd. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Roberto Clemente. Does he win it? That's a 6. That's a 6. And that's a 7. We're going to the 11th. That's a 67. That's a fly out to Maris. And we go to more free baseball. Clemente flies out to Maris. The Pirates tie it up in the bottom of the 10th. We go to the 11th. And we're not changing any more pitchers. Though we can still go to Coates. Haddix. So it's Skinner. Rocky Nelson's been incredible, knocking in 3 runs. What a ball game. Oh, Christopher's out. So that pinch hitting worked. Haddix is out. What am I saying? Haddix is out. We had to pinch hit for him. We have to go to someone who didn't play in the game. And they got a lot of... We're going to go to... I don't even know if Joe Gibbon was on the roster, but that's who we're going with. Joe Gibbon. He's got 2 automatic strikeouts on 55 and 77. And he's a lefty. So it's going to be as we go back to the red pen. So Haddix goes 2. And here comes Gibbon, who, again, I don't know if he actually was on the roster, but we have him, and we're going to play him. So it should be Joe Gibbon. So Gibbon will face Maris, Mantle, and Lopez. Here's a pitch to Roger Maris. That's a 6. That's going to be a 14 for Maris. And a 14 for Maris is a single. So Roger Maris singles. And here come the Yankees in the top of the 11th. Mickey Mantle's up. Let's see what the Mick can do. The windup and the pitch from Gibbon to Mickey Mantle. That's a 4, and that's going to be a 66. A 66 is a negative defense check, and a 66 off the Mantle card. Gibbon is a lefty. Gibbon is a lefty, 66. Ground ball to second base in Mazeroski, and he will make the play because he's a positive fielder. And that's a 66, so that's a 6. Maris is at first, and the only play is to first. Second base. Yep. So Maris advances to second on the fielder's choice. Go ahead, run at second. And here comes Hector Lopez. He pinched hit for Barron, struck out. But again, he gets on 0 through 40 against lefties. That's a 5, and again, we can't get it. It would have been good if it was even, but it's not. That's a 65, and a 65. Ground ball to short. Ground ball to short. Runner holds. So Maris holds at second. Lopez is out. 6-3. 7-7 ball game. Go ahead, run at second. Roger Maris. Here's Bill Moose scoring. Gibbon picks up the sign from Burgess. He deals to the Moose. 5, and that's going to be a 52. And he'll ground out to Rocky Nelson at first. Nelson takes it to the bag himself. And Maris is stranded at second. Pirates need 1 run in the bottom of the 11th to win Game 6 of the World Series. Back and forth they go. With Joe Gibbon on the mound, who actually was not in the ball game, but we ran out of pitchers. Ralph Terry will stay on the mound. This will be his last inning. Here's Smokey Burgess. The pitch to Smokey Burgess. Can he win it for the Pirates? That's a 4, and that's going to be a 35. Either way, it was going to be a 35. So a 35, and that is a walk. But we go. Terry's now a B pitcher. 35. B is still a walk. So Terry walks Burgess. I mean, Coates is a D pitcher. It's not like, and he has 2 automatic walks on it. We're going to stick with Ralph Terry. Don Hoke. Can Hoke win it for the Pirates? Here's the pitch to Tiny Bubbles, Don Hoke. That's a 5, so that's going to be a 42. And a 42 is a strikeout. 1 out. Oops. 1 out. And here it is. Bill Mazeroski. Can he win it off Ralph Terry? The pitch to Bill Mazeroski. That's a 3, and he will not. That's an 83. And he'll fly out to Mantle in center. Oh, boy. Here comes Bill Verdon. No. Joe Gibbon. Oh, nuts. Joe Gibbon reaches 0 through 25. He's going to swing away. It's a 6. And that's a 60. And he'll ground out to short. We go to the top of the 12th as Gibbons stays in. I'm not taking him out. If we had a guy on second, we might have done it. We go to the 12th. Tied at 7. Game 6 of our retro replay. 1960 World Series. And it's Joe Gibbon, do or die. Ralph Terry, do or die. No one else is coming in, folks. So it's going to be Blanchard, Boyer. Well, we might go with a pinch hitter here if we get someone on second. Here's the pitch to Johnny Blanchard from Joe Gibbon. Oop, green die jumped, but we found it. That's a 1, and that's going to be a 49. That's a ground ball to first, and that's going to be 3-1, excuse me. Second time Blanchard's done that in a row. 1 out. 3-1, red die. Pen. Here's Clete Boyer. Gibbons fires up a 53. Ground ball to Mazeroski, 2 down. Tension building. And now here's Ralph Terry. He's going to hit for himself. That's a 4. And that's a 29. And that's a strikeout. Go to the bottom of the 12th. Knotted at 7. So Terry will face top of the order, Verdon, Grote, and Skinner. Let's see what Ralph Terry can do. Here's Bill Verdon. A 2, and that's a 26. A 26 is a walk. Winning run at first base. Verdon, 79. And Blanchard's a plus 20. What a crappy arm. Oh, man, I should have took him out. Do we want to take him out? Howard's a minus 11. But we didn't do it already. And they didn't do it in the game. I don't think they did. So he's a plus 20. So Verdon's stolen base chance goes to 99. Yeah, you got to take a shot there. And he's a D. 7th inning or later, he's a 99. I think he steals the base, don't you? 76, he's safe. The winning run at second. As Blanchard throws a horrible ball down there. Winning runs at second. Here's Dick Grote. Sacrifice hits an 89. But I have no luck with that. Actually, we're gonna play it the right way. He squares the bunt. 46. So it's gonna be a successful bunt. Where's the sack chart? Flip the chart. Sacrifice, standard sacrifice play successful. Even roll. So it's 5-4 on the sack. On the wheel play. And Verdon, the game-winning run, is 90 feet away for the Pirates. Here's Bob Skinner. Bob Skinner. Do we walk Skinner? But Rocky Nelson's on deck. I mean, pick your poison. Infield in. We walk Skinner. We still got to play the infield in because we cannot assume the double play. They're going to pitch to Bob Skinner. Infield in. Here's the pitch to Skinner. It's a 3. That's a 14. Infield in. That's a single, and the Pirates win on a walk-off single by Bob Skinner as he smashes it past the drawn-in infield. And in the bottom of the 12th, the Pirates win 8-7. What a ball game. Walk-off single by Bob Skinner. Game-winning hit. And that's Pine Tar Baseball for you folks. I might have made a few mistakes, but it was fun. Hope everyone enjoyed it. What a ball game. What a ball game. The Pirates win Game 7 as they actually did in real life. Except they won it 8-7, the walk-off single by Skinner. Remember, the Yankees took the lead. The Yankees took the lead on a Clete Boyer homer in the top of the 10th, but the Pirates tied it up in the bottom of the 10th when Rocky Nelson singled in the tying run. And they win it on a walk-off single by Bob Skinner in the bottom of the 12th. So the Pirates win Game 7 as they did in real life. In our game, 8-7. What was the real game? Let's check that out quick. Let's check that out real quick. Let me go to Baseball Reference. I had it up before. So the Pirates win 8-7 in our Pine Tar Baseball. And the game plays much quicker than I play it. Even I play it a little quicker when I'm not announcing. Baseball Reference. Let's go to the 1960 season. I can't remember the score. I looked up the starters and all that stuff. Bob Gibbons gets the win. I don't even know if he was on the roster for the World Series, but that's what we used. 1960. And let's go here. Major League. And go to the World Series. What was the final score? I think it was 10-9. Yep, 10-9. So it was 8-7. Pirates. Pretty damn close, right? Lots of fun. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to hit the hay now. It's 1:45. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Love you all. And remember, when you go in someone's chat, enjoy. If you want to be there, enjoy what's going on. Converse with the other people. Don't be obnoxious. All right. Take care. Peace.